What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and these guys defending their home turf. On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season, trying to change that here. And across the field, the Steamers and their head coach. His guys with a crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're underway in St. Louis. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well from Tennessee, Joe Milton.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Straight to the air they go. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. Field. It's Pitts. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Milton. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Play fake. It's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Cowboy! Milton lost it. He's picked up by the defense. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Sending him on the dive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay,
last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds his fullback. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out. And they'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Dive play straight ahead. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Steamers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the old lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but they'll get explosive on the ground as well.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Nice.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Oh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have... season implications down the line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 20-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that.
Back to the well again. Up to the races, middle of the field. 30. The 10. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders tie it up late in the 1st.
saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead.
Raiders 7, Steamers 6.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive.
On the set.
Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again.
Let's go now. Ready.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
At the 20-yard line.
Get it. Back to the lady. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
That's another St. Louis first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's an early lead for the Raiders. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Warriors 70s. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that means first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Come on.
Throwing out to the left. Cup. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Steamers take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Complete at the 2. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
You know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks. Right, the 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, the 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
This makes it up to the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season.
Ready, break.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready,
They send a man in motion. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panthers.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Milton now on 3rd down. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Working now from the gun. Looking to his fullback now. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Keeps it on the option here. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
St. Louis, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Okay,
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Red. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19, 18. 79 Broncos. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Dropping back to throw. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Lions.
He's dropping back to throw. Throws caught. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
He'll call his own number. They pitch it to him. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? Oh, option play on 2nd and goal. They pitch it out to him here. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Ready. Panther 60. Ready.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Steamers grow their lead just before halftime. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2.
Let's go now.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milton. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And the Steamers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The offense headed back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they face second down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Is he holding up? They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Let's go. Hey, kick Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Fourth down. Pass coming. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. One last play before the break.
Come on, come on. Hey.
He's back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. And this is the quarterback for the visitors. He's looking good for early in his career. One of 4 touchdown passes in the game. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And here is the running back. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Cowboys are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a give on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Another carry for him. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never... ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets it away from his end zone. That's taken in at the 42. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Milton. Into the hands of Harrison. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. So they go for it on fourth, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Okay,
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready?
From the red zone now. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to within 6.
Raiders 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's good.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll go play action on first down. Vacates quickly left side. He's calling his own number again. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go, start.
He keeps this one himself. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit. To knock him backwards.
Ready.
This time it's a passing play. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Steamers getting their punt team out there. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Cougar 19.
We kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap here to Milton. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. He's got a man left. Escapes the defender. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you've got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Finds his fullback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Turning to Hunter on third down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Motioning left is their running back. Milton now. Dump off caught by his back. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Broncos. This is out at least a few yards behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ready?
Looking to throw. It's cut by Harrison. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. They'll try and punch it in. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. He takes off with it. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. He'll throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in St. Louis. Raiders down by a touchdown. Down by 6. No choice but to go for this.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders find a way to tie it late. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Steamers 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense getting set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here he is to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the
Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45. Clock running as we approach our final minute. He'll look to throw it. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But a catch does get him to the 39-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. Keeps it on the option here. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
They'll go to the option on second down. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire stadium of pressure now falls on him. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steamers emerge as winners as we say so long from St. Louis.